Chapter 43 Battle the Bitches in Time. Narrator. So Time, our president, saw Cryogenic taking an on-par boxing match with his own given chosen vessel, Tinkle, in a humanoid form. It became noticeable via Ark's keen eye that Cryogenic bestiary form was not taking his full onslaught bestiary zero hands out on his given. So to help the forefather, Time, our president, activated her technique. Time repeat. She then uses time repeat on Tinkle's humanoid form, making her battle dance step in a play rewinds and repeats her attack every 33 seconds. Time our president talking. Cryogenic bestiary, listen to my words. I beg of you. Tinkle is now ensnared in her own battle dance step versus nothing but the air that is outside and cannot escape my time repeat over 33 seconds. Play rewinds and repeats herself in individual battle dance. I am only one who can release time repeat. Cryogenic. As I recall, you released it on Tinkle during our first encounter via you inside her mind, but our current situation begs me to differ. Now leave Tinkle to her charades and let's figure out how to deal with telekinesis ESP, usage of her mental movement and telepath. Hey, medicinal sage of all healings, herbal remedy, you feel like battle dancing alongside Cryogenic Bestiary, Blink, and myself against that bitch telekinesis ESP? Herbal remedy. My role be understood as to medicinal sage of all healings, so I guarantee my comrade companions until I figure out all this world has to offer, I will always be here for you, guys, as doctors to my patients' last dying breath, which are all my allied comrade companions. So when any of my three bitches who be down to brawl for this bitch need any help with any injury, I'll heal you from any distance, any physical plane, and any alternate dimensional plane with my elixir a second time. So let the battle of the bitches in time rise in their own individual heats. Cryogenic Polar Bear Claw. I'll handle all of 4K Leo Bissot's concrete debris and full-size buildings that are being thrown our way by mental movement. My only question be for you, Blink. Are you up to battle dance step with telekinesis in close combat range? Blink for show. It's time for Soul Force Blink to clock in. Narrator. So Cryogenic stood facing the other direction that Blink was standing, crushing every building plus debris with his bestiary zero hands. Cryogenic. Blink, I got you covered. Blink, now let's dance only using our physical close combatant type hits ESP. Telekinesis agreed. Narrator. So Blink boxed ESP using her Soul Force Blink to each one of her punches. ESP countered with mental movement to each one of her punches. Thus Herbal Remedy sensed a distortion in space and ripped in time. She looked above Blink and ESP and saw the physical air being distorted, then used her rank 2 technique, 4K Rockabye. What did 4K Rockabye do for Herbal Remedy, you ask? It allowed her to travel to and through any distortion of a space and rift in time that was greater in power than her use of an elixir a second time. Thus, Herbal Remedy entered Zaya's planet Extasiae. Now Zaya, gives some intel leak to his first two techniques with a simple smile of wickedness. Here is his first technique in name being Rift in Time. He takes it to planet Extasiae because track of time was lost. Time has been distorted, and this alternate dimensional plane world is a rift in space and time. In other words, physical beings only exist in this domain of locked time. Planet Extasiae, although they don't exist within normal time, they are here now because he, the Almighty King Zaya, stopped that flow of time. So Herbal Remedy stood face to face with Zaya behind him, the two dark matter type dragoons. Herbal Remedy. I'll never forget that face. Oh, Zaya, come now into the physical realm of 4K Jack and Rock and explain yourself. Zaya, okay, as long as you explain yourself to Blink. Herbal Remedy agreed. Narrator. So Remedy and Zaya exited Rift in Time. Zaya standing behind ESP and Remedy behind Blink. Zaya. Onslaught ahead, my servant General Telekinesis ESP, and fret not, I'll be only spectator to your battle, I guarantee. Remedy. Blink, listen closely. I'm your mother. Your father, well, he be Calamity, one of the 4K Rockets Knights, except now he allies with us, known as Oblivion. Narrator. Hearing this, Blink received a bow down step, rising her morale. Blink Force, I'll release the seal. The condition be to protect someone close enough to me in order to die for. Narrator. What did Blink Force do? You may All wonder, it allowed her to bow down step box with ESP fast enough to undergo a 360-degree movement rotation style and use her soul force blink against all mental movement, throwing debris and buildings. Seeing this cryogenic bestiary landed a climax doubled zero hands onto ESP's head. The blow was so hard it put ESP in a crater hole in 4K Jock and Rock. Keeping his zero hands in place, thus time our presence saw with a keen eye and released time repeat on Tinkle, for telepath's flaw was if a second of her eyesight was taken off her pawn. Time our present, Tinkle, plus my 3 other bitches do not look telekinesis in the eye, for that's how she activates telepath. Narrator. So cryogenic bestiary let go his punch on telekinesis only for her to say those words as follows. Rank 3 ability technique. Precognition. What did precognition do for telekinesis ESP? It allowed her knowledge of a future event as in being her opponent's exact next movement to their battle dance. So now cryogenic bestiary, Tinkle, and Blink all battle dance stepped with ESP now on par with all 3. Narrator. With her precognition, of course Blink Force still dealt with mental movements, throwing debris in buildings. Cryogenic, your herbal remedy, so medicinal to my aura. Tinkle, same here. Blink, same here. Narrator, so remedy used her elixir a second time to heal, increase her allies back to 100% of aura within 3 seconds. ESP, seeing this, saw a look to all their bow dance step, then she smiled in wickedness only to say, ESP, my almighty King Zaya, I now release the seal on my berserker controllee, in name being psychometry. Narrator. Telekinesis ESP psychometry allowed her the supposed ability to discover facts about an event or person by touching inanimate objects associated with them. With this ability, she already felt 3 in enemy bitches, so the battle of the bitches and time continues on the next installment of chapters.